I'd like to just take time to, for a moment, to honor a great Maine fiddler who passed away a couple weeks ago. He performed here last couple of years, and I had the privilege of playing many shows with him over the last 20 years or so. And he never failed to bring the house down and to steal the show with his masterful fiddling and his unbelievable showmanship. And I'm speaking of lucky Tim Farrell. And I'm sure that some of you remember some of the fabulous performances he did here. He was most famous for his version of the Orange Blossom Special, which I wouldn't dare to even attempt to tackle something like that with thinking about Timmy. I went to his funeral, and one of the statements was made that when he traveled around to Nashville, he met the composer, though, of Orange Blossom Special, and the composer came up and told him that his version was the closest that he'd ever heard anybody play it the way he wanted it to be played. And he was truly a masterful fiddler. He played a lot of old-time country music with all sorts of bands. Grew up right here in Maine, and he had kind of that Nashville style of fiddling, and he could earn or make something of a living by playing with bands, but he also composed tunes, and the shows we did with him, we got a chance to feature him, just him and some backup with whatever tunes he wanted to play. He always loved to play some of his own compositions, so I'd like to play you one of his tunes next. He always wrote his tunes with names from his family. He was a real family guy. He loved his family, and he had a bunch of kids and grandchildren. And so this is one of his favorite reels. It's named after his wife, Candy. So here we go with Candy's reel, and I've asked Eric Dayan to join me here. So please make welcome Eric from Montville. Remember how this goes, Eric? We just ran over it a little bit outside, and my fiddle got so cold the peg popped right out of it. All right, the old Candy's reel.